Hey there, Zelda fans! Amanda Van Heil here with another episode of Zelda Weekly. Alright everybody, we are less than 2 weeks out from Tears of the Kingdom, and as you can see, I am back in my office, kind of. Like, it's still boxes everywhere, and there's still spackle on the wall that needs to be taken care of, and it still needs to be painted. But I've got my computer out, I've got my equipment again, so soon this room will be looking great. Before Tears of the Kingdom comes out, I will have a whole new, beautiful Zelda office. Nintendo invited journalists and content creators, including several of our friends of Zelda Universe like Nintendo Fangirl, Triss from Game Explain, Zeltic, Steve Bowling from Good Vibes Gaming, and Commonwealth Realm to preview Tears of the Kingdom. They have all posted gameplay videos of their experience, and after watching, I am even more excited for Tears of the Kingdom, and I didn't even know that was possible. I don't want to give too much away, and if you don't want to hear anything, just cover your ears. I will say you can put a chunk of meat on an arrow, there's a ton of Zonai tech, and a giant gacha machine, but don't worry, there aren't any like microtransactions or anything like that, so you're not having to pay like actual dollars to use it. Oh, and Koroks are back. Splatoon 3's Zelda-themed Splatfest is coming up, with the 3 teams representing the 3 pieces of the Triforce, and it is time to pick your team. The members of Deep Cut have chosen theirs, with Shiver on Team Power, Fry is Team Wisdom, and Big Man is Team Courage. I am picking Team Courage, as evidenced from my Team Courage Splatoon Splatfest t-shirt. I'm picking Team Courage because I love Big Man and I want to be on his team, and I have the t-shirt for it. The Zelda-themed Splatfest takes place May 5th through 7th. I love seeing the daily shirts from the Yetee. I have bought so many from there, and this past week they held Sweaty Fest, which is a collection of summery designs, and they come in tank tops. It's clear no one can get enough of rehydrated Ganondorf, as one of the shirt designs is Thirst of the Kingdom, which features Ganondorf flexing with pecs on display. And yes, I did indeed order one in tank top form. Alright, so last week I asked you guys your favorite Legend of Zelda memories over the years, and here is what you said. Lisa says, getting credits in Skyward Sword, the first Zelda game I played after leaving my toxic ex. It's my first and to date only Zelda game with no bad memories attached. Seeing Zelink in their canonical first pure form brought tears to my eyes. That was such a beautiful moment, and good for you on leaving your toxic ex. Let's see, Hylian Geek Boy says, one of my fave Zelda memories is with Phantom Hourglass when you needed to close your DS to put a mark on the map. I spent literally 2 hours figuring it out how I do it. Then my mom called for dinner and I just closed my DS. When finishing eating, it was solved. It's a really funny one. That is great. Bravo, Mom, on inadvertently helping. Zelda Kiki says, my siblings and I have a tradition that we watch the oldest sibling play while all of us watch. We've been doing this since my oldest brother got the Game Boy way before me, but we all still make time to play the newest Legend of Zelda game together. Oh, that's super sweet. And Abigail Schnee says, my favorite Zelda memory has got to be when I defeated Demise in Skyward Sword as a little 6-year-old, with a little help from my dad, of course. I love all of these Zelda memories of people that are just playing it with their families. I love how video games, especially Zelda, of course, brings families together. It's just a great opportunity just to spend time together. All right, so here is my favorite Zelda memory. It's kind of long, but it's funny. So this was when I was 12, 13. And I was in 7th grade, and this was Ocarina of Time had just came out. That was my first ever Zelda game. And so I had no desire to read the boring books that I was supposed to for school. So instead I would read my Ocarina of Time novelization, and that was way more entertaining and more enjoyable. So I read that instead. And we were supposed to read like X number of books or whatever every 9 weeks and take accelerated reader tests on them or whatever in order to like pass the class or whatever. That was like the extent of our lit class. And so we were at about the halfway point because midterms were, or progress reports were coming out, and my teacher stopped me down the hall and was like, Amanda, have you read your books? And I'm going, no. And my friend's like, all she's been doing is reading her Zelda book. And they're all like, Zelda's not real, but real reading. And I'm like, well, yes, it is. So she had given me a 0 on the stuff that I was supposed to read because it wasn't due yet for some reason, but she still gave me a 0. So like I got my progress report and it was like a 60 or something in lit. And she's like, and I was supposed to be having my birthday party that weekend. And she's like, well, you're not going to be partying once your mama sees this grade. And I'm just like, well, I'll just tell her it's not due until the end of the semester, which it was not. And long story short, I still played Zelda and I still got an A in the class. So yeah, that was kind of a long story, but I thought it was funny. So I felt like telling it. All right, so my question for next week. With Splatfest having players choose team power, wisdom, or courage, I would love to know if you had to take, or you could, I guess, take one piece of the Triforce, which would it be and why? Let us know. Well, that is all for this week, everybody. Thank you so very much for watching. Make sure to follow us on our Twitch channel, Zelda Universe TV. I'm Amanda Van Hyle with Zelda Universe, and I'll see you guys soon.